So I got the ceiling done, and you know what? It's first thing Thursday morning, and I came in here and it's warmer in here than it is outside, which tells me the spray foam insulation is really working, which is great. It's kind of chilly today, but you know, we'll make the best of it. So I guess my next step is sheetrock, right? We're gonna sheetrock the walls. I think I'm gonna get out of doing a wainscot or wainscot or whatever you guys call it on the walls if I put up more shiplap in just the gable ends. Well guys, as usual, my weak spot is cleanliness. I got a mess laying around in here, so I'm gonna do a little quick spruce up and then I'm gonna attack that shower stall. What we want to do with that is bed it in mortar. Just some type S mortar. I'm going to mix up a couple dollops of it, and then I'm going to bed the shower in it, because I don't like when you climb in a shower and the floor seems mushy. Nobody likes that, right?
No.
So I've got the shower exactly where I want it. According to my level is perfect there. This side I got it perfect. And it's against the wall everywhere it needs to be. And I didn't build this wall yet, because I'll set the shower and I'll build a wall to it. It's just going to be easier for me. I'll probably put sheetrock up too and then just bury it under the wall where I build that. That's what I'm gonna do with that. But anyway, what I gotta do now is tip the shower back. I might need your help, honey. Yeah, because I can't reach it. I don't want to break it though. Of course, these don't break very easy. People think fiberglass is real delicate, but it's not. So all you gotta do is reach high and pull it this way. We're pulling the top towards us. And that should keep us footed.
Okay.
Right exactly where we need to be.
How you can get out of there?
Oh, I can get out.
Now what?
Well, I kind of don't like it going any further than that.
So what do we do?
Hold it for a minute.
Okay.
You got it?
I got it.
You sure? Yeah.
Fairly sure.
I think we can go away. Nope. Oh, got me. So now I got an issue. Well, that was a good plan until it didn't work. Okay, we're just gonna let it roll right over.
All right.
Let go.
No wanna.
There it is.
Okay.
Can't go anywhere.
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so either. So this shower, I did pay $1 for this shower.
Yeah, I know. I think you paid too much.
That's funny. Yeah, you're probably wondering why I paid $1 for this shower. Well, there's a hole in it. That seems like a disaster, doesn't it?
I know better.
Yeah, we're just gonna.
You're just gonna
I'm
fix it.
gonna do body work on it, just like I did on the Cadillac. It's got some flaws up here too, like this is messy. And it's kind of screwed up, but for $1, this is an $800 unit. So, now what I'm gonna do is mix up a little mud. I'm gonna actually probably, I could fill in that hole, at least enough to where the gravel and stuff doesn't pour out, stays underneath the slab. It's funny how these things work. So it's held by the front lip is all, and it's held by the way it's clamped into the wall, the way it's screwed to the wall. That's what holds it. There's no back foot. There's nothing like that. It's got a very rugged bottom. You can see where they've fiberglassed in a piece of, probably it's 3/4 inch plywood in the base of it when they make it. But yeah, I'm gonna throw a little bit of mud. I'm gonna put like a dollop there, a couple dollops, just so it stays up. I'm gonna clean this out first too, because a lot of grunge. Okay, I got a little mud mixed up, and I already did a bunch of it. I got it crammed down in the hole, and then I just schmoozed it up around the edges. You can see the dark mortar where I schmoozed it up around, so at least now gravel won't sift its way out over the years. And there's a plop, and I'm gonna put a couple more plops down, and then I'm gonna set this thing back over and let it smash down into it. Here we go, got my little shovel. Let's see how it looks. Plop right there. Just gotta be a little higher than where the tub's gonna come down, so it'll smash it down in. When it smashes, it'll be a nice firm base. I might have gone a little too dry, but if I get it too wet, then it's gonna be all mushy. But you can see it. That's gonna be good, solid. Once it's done in, that's pretty close, I think. I think I'm about good enough. I'm gonna put another plop right here. All right, guys, we'll see what happens now. Some people might think this is overkill anyway, because it's already designed to be strong enough without this, but I just like a firmer base. All right, here we go. Okay, I gotta get it down on that plumbing too, which it's just a hair off. I don't know why. Well, this is precarious. Now what do I do? I'm kind of stuck here. Well, that ain't gonna work. I need a helper. All right, sometimes you gotta cry uncle and get yourself a helper. I gotta stay there. It's teetering by a hair. Okay, I'll get a helper and be right back. All right, you got the stick in there. Maybe that I can use that to manipulate it around a little bit. I can pry on it. All I gotta do is get it to pop in that circle, in that center. You know, I gotta get it this way a little bit too. Oh, that's probably gonna make a big difference right there. There we go, just that easy. All right, I didn't even need the stick. Once I shoved it over a little bit, it squatted right down. And I got my pipe in a hole. My pipe's a little high. I gotta take a trimmer and trim it off, but that's gonna work. It's got a little flex to it too, thank God, because I didn't get it perfectly square. But that'll work because those rubbers, they don't leak. So my next step is I gotta get my trusty plumb stick, see what it says. It should bump back into the wall. Ooh, see that? Bottom's gonna come out a little. You know what? I'm seeing that on my board too. So I'm gonna have to give it a little tug my way, and that's gonna squish it down a hair more. Okay, here we go, give it a little tug. Hopefully it doesn't pull the vinyl. I've got the vinyl shot right down underneath it, which is good. I hate when you have to trim the vinyl right to the edge and then you caulk it, and then every couple of years you gotta re-caulk it because it comes off. This tub's sitting right on the vinyl, so that should last a long time. Boy, I don't wanna move though. Yep, it's trying to pull the vinyl up. I'll have to lift it. It'll work there. Well, how do I lift this side? Whoa. That's kind of weird. I don't know what's going on. Oh, that's what's going on. My stick moved. There we go. That's it. That looks better. I bet my level will be right now. And it's sitting right down on the mud. Pretty much just got to rely on it sitting down in the mud, and that's where it's going to be. Don't anybody step in it till it's hardened up, because step in it, push the mud down, and then the thing will spring between where it was and where it should be, so we don't want that. And we're dead nuts. Perfect again. Okay, we're back in the game. Beautiful, perfect, both sides. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm gonna screw it to the wall where I can. Okay, now when it comes to attaching these, a lot of guys use roofing nails to attach them. A lot of guys use just sheetrock screws. And the sheetrock screws have a bugle head, so it makes it stick out. I like these lathe screws. They got a flat head. Nice flat head, they're drill tipped. We're gonna go right in there nice, hold it flat and tight, and that'll be it. These are the same kind of screws I use to put in these doors. Around the new construction nail flange, I just use these screws instead of trying to drive a 1.25" roofing nail in there. So let's see how it goes. This already has a hole up top, so I can just put it right in there. Don't overdraw it either. Now this don't have a hole, so I gotta get a hole in that. This drilled a hole right in the fiberglass. Hey, when that happens, let's see if I can hold it tighter. There we go. I'm going to throw one right here too. Not really going to tighten it. Now I've got backing here. You see I got blocking in here. That way when we throw up our curtain rod, it doesn't just push, you know, against nothing. It can push against solid wood there. It's nice and rugged. It's not going to go anywhere. All right guys, I got to put a couple more screws in. Down at that bottom corner. I'm not gonna step on this yet, so I'm gonna hold off on putting the ones up there on the top flange. But this is gonna keep it pretty good. Right now, it's not going anywhere. It's sitting there nice and solid and secure. I could take out my boards that I use them for my kick to keep it from sliding around. So I'm really kind of happy. This looks like it's gonna work. Oh no, what do I got here? Got a little bubble in the vinyl. I guess I better fix that. Well guys, next day and that mortar has set up. So that's pretty hard. I think if I stand in here, it'll be fine now, right? Oh yeah, feels pretty solid. Now this shower needs a little cleaning, maybe a lot of cleaning. Sat outside for about 1.5 years and it got leaves in it and junk, so we're gonna see how that comes off. Hopefully something will take that off. It's really on there. Oy, oy, oy. I might have to paint the whole thing. I don't know, sand it down and paint it like I paint a car. Anyway, yeah, this is nice and rugged. Feels good now. Okay, so I can put the other screws in there. I have to get everything set up for sheetrocking, which means I'm gonna jam out these windows, and then I'm gonna sheetrock these walls out, and then I'll put this wall up. There's gonna be a wall here, and we're gonna have a sliding door, so I'll be working on that too here shortly. Okay, so I'm working on the jams, and I got 3 of these here. I got them out of 1 board. I got them out of I got them out of 1 board because I trimmed down. Yeah, but I'll show you how I'm doing this. Sometimes it would think like this needs to be 3 inches, this jam. So I could have taken a 1x4 and ripped a 1/2 inch off it, or I could just take a 1x6 and try to get all the jams out of it. I got this thing laid out so that I'll get my sliding door jam, I'll get the remaining jam I need for the windows, and then I'm gonna get the other 2 jams I need right here for this window. I've already got 2 of them that I took out of a piece of scrap. So I'm really being kind of effective, and the funny part is when I ordered the lumber, I forgot to grab the piece for that, but I had enough scrap left over, I'm able to do it. Also, I got 10 footers, so I'd have enough length. So I'd have enough to get enough of the pieces out of just a couple boards instead of cutting down a bunch of 1x4s. We'll just get it all out of this. Now this piece here will be a waste, but I think I can live with that. The last one I had like that from the other board, I used it as a fill right here. So it all works out. I got that on already and it's looking pretty good. I leveled it up. Had to do a little bit of shimming to make it perfect, but it looks really good. It's a uniform line all the way down. And another thing I'm doing here is this 2x6 is screwed to the sawhorses. My workpiece is screwed here because it's going to be a piece of scrap anyway. And even if it wasn't, that could get puttied shut pretty quick and easy. So I should be able to make my cuts all at once and get her done. I use the line as a guide, but I also use my finger under the table of the saw. Well, there you have it. So I got all my widths cut, and I just got to cut them to length. But it's time for breakfast, so some things are more important. Well, I guess I've had a fairly productive day. It's not even 2:30 yet. So I got these all jammed. All the extension jams are in there. I got these windows all extension jammed, pretty happy about that. And I got the slider extension jammed out, looks good. And I got some lights working in here. So I had to go hook up some wires in the basement of the house because they come over to here. And I got some of these lights going. I put these up the other day and I just got them wired in today to where they work. Now I've got these are adjustable. They do 3, 4, 5,000 lumens each, depending on where you flip the little micro switch. So these are set on 5. I figured that's probably what I want. It kind of makes it bright in here. I think these are going to be like task lights. You want to put lamps around for actual ambiance. This one's set at the 3. It's quiet. It's a lot lower. Let's see if I can get over here. I will take a look from here, and you can probably, even on the tape, you can see the difference between the 2 lights because this one's still set at 5. This one's set at 3. So I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. It'll have to do because it's as good as it's going to get. These lights aren't wired up yet. I have to do the bathroom partition wall, and that's where these wires are going to wind up going. And this wire here is coming back through the wall, and it's going to feed everything on this side of the room, including the outdoor receptacle. Let me show you that. Up here, tucked under the eave, is an outdoor receptacle because she wants to be able to hang patio lights. Now, we've got patio lights down at the dining area, the patio of the barbecue, and they really work nice. They're nice. They look nice even during the day. In fact, well, you can't really see them from here. Maybe you could. But they're there, trust me. Oh, there they are. You can see them through that, between there. Little patio lights hanging. It's kind of neat. People like that when they're sitting and eating, even in broad daylight, I know. But they're LED lights, so I'm not using a lot of juice, thank goodness. So I got one there because we're gonna do a patio. We're probably gonna do, eventually here is gonna be an arbor, and she wants to actually have weddings performed here, which is kind of neat. We usually do them in front of the barn, but the way the land lays, it's hard to get enough chairs here for weddings that aren't on a slope. I mean, we've had several where we've had chairs set out here, and now we've got those benches, and I've got big long feet on them so they won't roll over. But it's still a better scenario if we could set chairs here facing this. And then I got one more receptacle under this eave, so we could have patio lights between the house and the groom's room. So that's what I did today. Did plenty, I think. My next step is cleaning up. As usual, I have made one heck of a mess. I got sawdust and parts and pieces and junk and garbage all over the place, tools laying around. So I'll probably spend the next hour picking up, cleaning up, sweeping up so I can start on sheetrocking here probably on Monday. I don't see me doing it. Today's Friday, probably gonna be Monday before I get to that. So anyway, hope you guys like this video. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We'll see you guys on the next one.